Hey everyone, FPS Chazley here, and I've recently started the Red Storm Rising campaign for Dangerous Waters again. And I had a less than ideal experience in the second mission hold down exercise. And that's because the mission doesn't play very well. You're supposed to get within 3 miles of the target sub to force it to the surface. But once you do, you have no indication as to whether you're actually within 3 miles of the sub, or that you're making any kind of progress in forcing the sub to the surface. I know you are kind of just supposed to keep following it around, but without any indication of how long that's supposed to be, it can be kind of frustrating in a video game experience. So I decided to investigate it. And while investigating it, I found another issue involving the subs broaching and getting prematurely detected and ending the mission too soon. So I decided to make a corrected mission that I think plays better, but let's get into these errors some more. So in this mission hold down exercise, it turns out you have to be within 3 miles of your contact for 15 minutes to force it to the surface. Getting within 3 nautical miles is not the only criteria you have to meet to actually force the sub to the surface. The game will not start that 15-minute countdown until X amount of time has passed in the mission. In this case, it's 2 hours and 10 minutes. So in the lower right, it's currently 1855. The mission starts at 1700, and for this kilo in this mission, it won't start the timer until 1910, so 15 minutes from now, game time. So I think this is kind of dumb, because if you find the submarine earlier, you just have to wait longer for this threshold to hit, and it seems to correspond to when these submarines finish their pre-programmed routes in the mission. So what I did is I went ahead and I removed that starting time criteria, so the second you get within 3 nautical miles of the sub, the 15-minute timer will just start counting down. Now coming back here to my original playthrough from 7 years ago, there's actually a second bug in the mission that I went ahead and fixed, and this has to deal with the submarine doing its maneuvers. So the 2 other possible subs that can spawn in this mission are Foxtrot subs, and you can see here that one of them has broached. If you look down at the time, the mission time is 1834. Now for the Foxtrots, one of them, the timer will start counting down at 1850. The other won't start until 1910, like the kilo. So in this instance, the Bill Nichols just programmed these subs to go too shallow. They go to 60 feet. And you can get a lookout or a radar contact on them. And the way the game determines that the sub is surface is that you get a visual contact on it, or some kind of contact on it. And that will indicate to the game that the sub is surface. So this mission actually ended prematurely because of a bug. The first problem with the time not starting the countdown was not a bug. That was a design. That was a purposefully chosen design feature, but this one here is just a straight up bug. So I went ahead and fixed this too. These Foxtrots will get to 60 feet, and that makes them broach. So I increased their depth to 80 feet, so you don't get that same broaching error. All right. Also, now to install my fixed missions, I'm here in the scenario folder of Dangerous Waters. Never mind how I have it named. It should just say Dangerous Waters here. Red Storm Rising, the original campaign is already installed right here. Real quick, I have both the campaign, those are these MC missions, and the single missions installed. And the fix I released is for both the campaign and the single mission. So first, before you want to install these fixed missions, you want to install whichever parts of Red Storm Rising you want first, because these fixes are going to overwrite them. I'm not releasing the whole campaign, just the 2 missions in question here. So once you've already installed the campaign and the single missions, you're going to take the 2 fixed missions, drag them on over, and replace. And there you go, you're all good. Fixed missions are installed. Now, since we didn't change the actual Red Storm Rising campaign file, which is right here, this does not wipe out your campaign progress. In fact, you can now go in and just play this mission. It won't reset your progress or anything, and it'll still work with the other missions, because it's just fixing those few things. So there you go. that is how to install the fixed missions for the Redstone Rising campaign and single missions. All right, so that's about it. That summarizes what I think needs to be tweaked on hold down exercise to make it much more enjoyable to play. I included both of these fixes, but if any of you would like just the 80-foot brooch fix and want to keep the timer from the original mission, let me know. I can make a version like that too, but yeah. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Have a good one. And as always, good hunting.